Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Monarchs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Fair catch, called for and made. The Cadets offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, look out, there he goes. The tag. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they jump on top. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that one today.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Monarchs offense has the ball for the first time. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Holds it in. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Pickup of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Army! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Toss to the left. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. It's a draw. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Now he's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. They move the tight end all over. The inside handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. He's got 43 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. It's good, easy call for the refs. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Handoff to the lone back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Thrust that arm out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that, because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quick strike complete. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got it on the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Pocket starts to collapse. They intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He lobs one high down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Black Knights will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Working that left side now. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way deciding who wins a football game.
At midfield, he's got room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. The option look. He'll toss it. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14. Old Dominion, 11.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's right on target.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking to pass. It's Washington trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand, we've had success. We got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They go to the ground. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just...
He tries to take the top off. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really... Fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The RPO fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Past the 25. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Running it back, it's Lincoln. Makes a move. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Touch pass on the run. Into the house. Touchdown, Army!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
And he makes the catch at the 25. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still on the very first...
He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up of 6. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Washington. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Black Knights are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll try to pick up the first. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.